Do you want to live longer or do you want to live with a purpose? Is it food or exercise or air or water? The secret of longevity of the people of Okinawa, Japan. The book Ikigai explains it all. The authors, through their research, have provided sufficient evidence that Ikigai is the reason for longevity of the centenarians and supercentenarians of Okinawa. They have further explained the practices of everyday living with fulfillment and happiness. The book starts with the Japanese belief that everyone has an ikigai hidden deep within oneself. The frameworks of ikigai is to find out what you love doing, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Building one's life around this framework is the reason to get up in the morning. The authors have listed many techniques to find one's ikigai. The purpose of being has to be explored, and this is well explained by knowing the flow.
Ikigai is the reason for being. It's also a reason for which you wake up in the morning, and it's the thing that you live for. This book explains how important it is to understand the fusion of your passion, your profession, your vocation, and your mission. And this is the awareness that sets you up for your life's journey. As Hermit just spoke about flow, so the concept of flow, as per the book Ikigai, is made clear by asking yourself these simple questions. What makes you enjoy doing something so much that you lose the track of time? When are you at your happiest? So these are immersive experiences, and these immersive being in these immersive experiences called being in the state of flow. The authors also explain that in this flow state, your mind is in order and you have an optimal or an ideal experience where you experience delight, pleasure, and happiness. So this book Ikigai also lists some very simple yet effective strategies that can increase your chances of achieving this state of flow.
And some of these techniques are never retire, eat till 80% full, exercise daily, eat healthy, form close bonds within local communities, keep your brain active, keep away from stress, develop anti aging attitudes.
Some worthwhile Japanese concepts that this book mentions are, and they are worth mentioning and even worth inculcating in your life, are wabi sabi, which is a concept that teaching us to accept and appreciate flaws and imperfections, whether they are your own, whether in others, or even in the inanimate objects. The other concept that's worthwhile is ichigo ichie. Now, this reminds us to focus on the here and now, which is also the present. And they tell us that this moment exists only now and it won't come again. There is a term which is worth mentioning, which is anti-fragility, and this explains or pertains to a character which is beyond resilience. The resilient person resists shocks, while the anti-fragile person gets only better. So something that I think is worth adopting in this new normal.
My reasons for recommending this book at this point of time in your life are at this stage you are curiously observing, introspecting your internal and external environment, and building beliefs. At this juncture, you are also experimenting your multiple passions. The book guides you with the disciplines of life to enjoy whatever you are exploring.
Now, one thing we all agree on that everyone's got a different approach to life. So, my suggestion, don't limit yourself. Be curious. And like Harmeet said, just explore, for there is no perfect strategy to connect with your ikigai. Just dig deeper within. So, if you hear yourself say, I don't know what to do with my life, just remember that life is not a problem to be solved. It is about having something to do that you love while being surrounded by the people who love you. Happy reading.